I had zero skills and still was able to make a couple of $1,000 online. This is how you can too. I'll show you 4 side hustles that will make you money at home. These include as a video editor, as a graphic designer, as a paid ads manager, and even if you don't know what to do yet, you only need a laptop or a phone to learn a thing or two in this video. One, as a video editor. So this will be the starting point to actually know if you are or not a video editor and if this applies to you or not. I consider a video editor if you have experience using video editing software. You can edit considerably well. You know, you have worked with other people or you have edited for yourself and you can do it well. Your goal is to actually make some money and overall have a few clients that are paying big bucks, you know. But the thing is, no one wants to work with you. People aren't paying, you know. People don't pay actually for the longest, and you'll get used to this anytime soon. And you overall have to still go to school or like have to go to work and stuff like that, and you have to manage this as like a side hustle. But Epa, there's hope, you know. If you're still looking to be like a video editor, you can make some big bags that will eventually sum up the longer you go. Once you start changing a thing or two, everything will start making sense. One of the biggest changes I made was start doing more work for free. What spreads faster than paid traffic is organic traffic because it can go viral and it can lead you to people that you don't even expect looking for your services. And then you have a network of inbound clients that are looking to know what's your price to actually do certain work. You know, I used to do with trademark engineer where I would like post different people's content and credit them. And when people usually let me know like, yo, I'd like to have a logo looking like this, and I'll be like, okay, that's doable, and got to the point of doing it, you know. And I started polishing my skills. Polishing my skills was uh subjective. It is subjective because I don't think that I'm like the best editor there, but people usually pay me a good sum just to edit some videos for them, and I'm quite privileged for that too. So basically implementing that is my secret to actually start making money on editing videos and stuff like that. And I posted a video recently that I actually show you how to get customers as a video editor. So check that one out. Two, as a graphic designer, I consider you a graphic designer if you can make logos, you can make pamphlets, you can make logo animations, those stuff that has to do with like vectors and illustrations. And you can use the software as well, like have Illustrator or have Canva. I don't know. There's a lot of softwares nowadays that, yeah, if you know how to use any of them, you are a graphic designer. So you also want to make money as a graphic designer, and this is a side hustle for you. You have to manage other stuff, like just like being a video editor. There's a lot of stuff to manage. But the thing is, as a graphic designer, the margins are very low, like even lower. I have people even nowadays hitting me up like asking if I could make them a logo for like $7. The other bad thing was endless revisions. People wanted you to actually edit the same logo you did so many times that they didn't have a cap or end. They wanted to edit it to oblivion until it looked perfect. And that took time and that was mentally draining, and it wasn't worth the whole effort, even if they were paying like $50 or 60 at the time. So once I started upping my game and started charging for bundles, where I not only did like a logo design, but I did like call it a full brand identity where I will provide like certain ad creative certain short form content, different variations for the logo, color palettes, typography. Like it was more detailed and it was more precise for a brand where they would have like an idea of how their branding will be and how their colors will convert and how they can use it in different scenarios. And once I started putting them in PDFs and like in shareable links and stuff like that, they fell in love, and I was receiving like 200, $300 worth of clients, you know. And that's what was per client, like not three clients paying 300. Like it was one client paying 300, 350 if they wanted like in fast pace, like stuff like that. Those minimal adjustments make you actually charge more, and people end up getting more of your benefits and your quality of work because you will dedicate the time and you will know that you charged enough to actually do the service that they need. And I started implementing somewhat of a portfolio. At that time, I had trademark engineer where there was that. But now I advise you to do like a Google Drive like how I do now. Sharing work occasionally with past clients or with future clients or even in the internet might lead you to crazy results, man. Sometimes it's just one view. I told that in one of the previous videos. If you have one person, the right person looking at you and seeing your content and being like, damn, this guy's low key cool. You're one of all of the sudden a graphic designer by then, so one view. So sharing the this work you do is actually crucial as well because it spreads organically. As a result of implementing that, I started getting inbound clients. People started spreading the word because I was sending them samples and I was doing them full brand identities and stuff like that. And more people that saw the logos and saw the branding itself came out and reached out to me, and they came with the knowledge of the price. So imagine if I charged like $450 to the previous client, and he pitched me to the his friend, he would be going for like from 400 upwards. So like it might not be exactly 400 I charge because he might have want other stuff, but I would charge him easily 500, 450, and it was organic. I didn't have to pay for nothing. I just sent like a sample or I did good work for a client. I have a video to actually get clients as a graphic designer too. So if you are one, just check that one out as well. Three, as a paid ads manager. You're a paid ads manager if you have experience running ads for yourself personally or for other companies and you have proof of that and you're able to compose or judge if an ad's good or not. Since this is a more risky area, you must be able to back that up when you say that you know what you're doing, because people will be trusting you with like more than $500, $1,000 to benefit the company. And if you benefit the company, I guarantee you that you'll be working in that company for a longer time. So two things you want to do as a paid ads manager is to make money with a fee. A best way is like having a revenue share where you guys work on the ad together and you guys split the percentage of how the ad goes. People actually stop trusting other people on these sorts of things because a lot of people don't convert. They make ads, they don't judge them well, they don't use certain triggers that people actually like, and they see on ads that are appealing and stuff like that. And it actually comes down to not having experience. This leads to people losing all the trust that they gained with the company itself and them getting dropped more quickly than a hot potato. You have to lock in on a testing formula. You have to know how to test your ads before you start putting like $50, $100 amounts on them. Like you have to test them with like $2, $3, $1 ads to see the conversion rate. There's a conversion rate that spans from the amount of people that it reaches to the amount of engagement and interactions. I go to around like 10%. If the amount of people I reach is like 2,000 people, I'll have to imagine like 150 to 200 people messaging me is like a good rate and it's a good converting ad for me. Anything above that is like perfectly converting well. And overall, learn which type of ads go well on which platforms. What works on Google won't work on TikTok, and what works on TikTok won't work on Meta, like Instagram and Facebook. What I know is even on I use mostly Meta at the moment, but what I noticed is when I'm doing ads, I really, really have the urge to put in Facebook as an option because Facebook almost always has the worst quality of clients, at least for me, and Instagram are mostly the active ones and the guys that are actually valuable when it comes to business. They're not cheapskates and they won't actually lower your value most of the times, at least for me. So as a result, if you do that and you start accumulating testimonials and start accumulating good positive results and good screenshots, I guarantee you that you will be making money as a paid ads manager. Number four, if you don't know what to do yet. So if you don't know what to do yet, don't worry, you're not the only one. I'm constantly checking comments on other pages and seeing that it's a lot of us that don't know how to start or what our capabilities are. So this will be like a stepping block for you until you figure out what you're going to do yourself. Our overall desire is to make money. And I overall feel bad to people that say that and they want to make the money, but they don't know which services to provide. I really feel like it's possible for you yourself to decide something that you feel good doing It can be copywriting, bro. It can be teaching. It can be tutoring, you know? The thing is, once you actually start implementing the mindset of being passively searching for clients, you know, just putting your skills out there, believe it or not, you will find something to do that might not be mentioned in this video but will make you money at home, you know. Something that I do occasionally is tutoring in this country that I'm in now, like Mozambique. This is my country. I was born here in Maputo, but I'm particularly in Mahosh. That's the way, the passageway from Maputo to South Africa, you know. And believe me, I'm in a rural area where a lot of people don't have access to like tutors, and schools are like distant and stuff like that. One of the ways that I can make some money as well is giving like English lessons. That's just me. I'm speaking of like my perspective, but I really feel like, I really hope like this will touch you too, like in the meaning of you looking at yourself and seeing what's the benefits. Here in this part, people don't usually talk English. You know, they don't talk Portuguese as well too, but English is something that they would like to know. It's easy for me to have lessons, you know, have lessons every week, have like 10, 5, 15 kids and just be raking in the cash. So since that's a possibility, I can go that route, but I don't want to because it's not something I want to do. What I want to do is create content. I want to do stuff my way. So that's what not the knowing yet is. You can do a lot of stuff, but just you just need to lock in what you want to do. So hopefully by the end of this video, you actually start a process of thinking about it, like passively thinking, like what can I do? You know, give yourself some time. Start, if you don't actually have skills, just put the reps in, learn something, you know, and start sending samples. Just start sending samples, and I guarantee you that in some time, it might take you some weeks, might take you some months, but you will start seeing positive results, and people will start reaching out positively back to you. If you have any questions, DM me on Instagram. My link is in the description.